I didn't set that as a goal. The players did.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, we never really talked about it until this week, of course. We just talked about being 1-0 every week, and our players bought into that. And not some weeks weren't as pretty as others. This was good for our team, I thought, having Southern Illinois and Coach Hill does a great job. This is a really good football team. They got athletes. They're physical on defense, physical on offense, and did a really good job. So this was good for us going into our little break. But going back to 12-0, it didn't become a topic until Monday this week because we knew we had a chance to put the 12th 1-0 on top of one another, stack them.
Do you feel like you kind of had to tough this one out in a way?
A little bit. I mean, that's what I kind of was alluding to when I said this was good for us. We had a setback down there at the penalty that got 1st and 15. We didn't get any points out of that drive, and we were moving the ball effectively. And when you have a silly mistake like that, I know, flags are never intentional, but we got to be better than that. And so we didn't get any points from there. We come out in the second half. They drove the field. We forced them to miss a field goal, and then we scored a couple touchdowns. We got things going, but I didn't see any stats, but I think our third down conversion rate was pretty good. I know we were 3 for 3 early in the game, and that was one of the things that we thought was we needed to do to be successful.
Speaking of third down, how would you describe Kepouros on third down this season?
Well, he's fearless. I mean, he's running across the middle. He's catching balls. I mean, he got open all the time today, and what a great year for that young man to elevate his play. You're talking about a senior coming off an ACL tear. Those are the feel-good stories. That's the best thing about college football right there. When you start talking about the people and the experiences, James will never forget his senior year because of everything he's gone through prior to it.
Can you describe the message at halftime going in at 7-7 and what changed in the second half?
Well, I think one, we needed to tackle a little bit better. I mean, I thought we did a nice job in the first half of defending. I thought we had some opportunities to bring some pressure when we knew 15 wasn't in the game. Because when 15 was in the game, it was wildcat, it was gap scheme. We were going to be short if we had a player in the post. And so we tried to pressure them a little bit more early in series to get them off schedule because we felt like they were going to struggle to throw the football on third down if we could get them into third and long. And that was kind of our message. I wasn't going to panic. I thought we were better than what we had played. And it showed in the second half. We just had to settle down and come back out and do what we do. And I thought our backs ran hard. I thought our tight ends and O-line played well. Are there things that we can correct off of? Of course there is. But like I said, I think this was really good for us. Great test going into getting a couple of days off here Thursday and Friday this week.
How about the goal line here, situation here on 3rd and 4th down? Two tremendous.
Well, code green. You can't ever count those guys out. They continue to work and to rep, and we got different bodies out there. We're coaching everybody, and I think that's one thing that I'm probably the most excited about our staff is that if you're available, they're going to coach the heck out of you so that way you can get out there and play. And I saw guys like Lane Tucker and Spencer Wagee, James Kaiser. It was great to have Jabril back today. He's just a calming influence on our defense. And so for those guys to get that stop, I think that really is the epitome of who we are defensively, and to get that stop late in the game at the end of the regular season.
You described you were part of the first streak of 33. You just tied it today. Can you put that into words, being part of this now twice over?
I probably thought more about it, Dom, the first go around because I was more concerned then about screwing it up as a coordinator. And, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it. My number one goal is 1-0 every week. Every team has setbacks here and there. Streaks don't win national championships. Streaks don't get kids to graduate. We got good people in our program. We're going to continue to coach them. It is an honor, and it has more to do with the players than it does the coaches. These guys come in every week, listen to us. With Coach Kramer, their buy-in has been unbelievable, and we talked about it at pregame meal today. It's been 85 days since Game 1 this year, and I challenged them on Game 1 to be so great that they can't ignore you. Did I know we'd go 12-0? No, but I know in the locker room we thought we could be good, and they continue to get better and better every week.
Any injuries you know of?
Not that I know of right now. I don't. We'll get back to Fargo, and hopefully the couple extra days off will help us. I know we're going to get some guys back for sure.
Was Hayes held out in the second half? It seemed like
just got banged up a little bit, and so rather be safe than sorry. We were up by 2 scores. You'd hate to lose a young man in the last half of the last game of the season when you're getting ready for the playoffs, and so more just trying to be smart about some decisions.
What do you anticipate for tomorrow, assuming number 1 and home throughout?
If that's what they tell me, that's what I'll take it. We're going to probably have donuts. Guys will be there. Hear the selection show. And then once the show's over, my expectations are they're all in the training room getting ready and trying to get healthy. We'll practice a few days this next week. And we'll do our best job. We'll look at some self-scout, try to go back and reanalyze what we've been doing, maybe where our flaws are so we can continue to get better.
This team you played, are they a playoff team?
I think so. I think Nick's done a really good job with this football team. They challenge you on defense. They got some really good football players. They're physical. And as I said, the number 15 causes you some problems. I mean, they're going to get you stuck in some things, and you don't want to be in middle of the field closed defense because you're just going to be short on some run games. So I thought our coaches did a great job of scheming for when 15 was in the game and when 3 was at quarterback.
Okay. Well, coming back to your home state, what was that like to make a difference in this game in your home state?
It was awesome, having my family here, being that it wasn't that far away, having them make the trip up here. It was about 5 hours from Chicago, so it was really cool to see them out here.
What about on third down? I think you've been really effective on that down. Is there something about that gets you going?
No, it's funny you say that. A lot of people do say that I'm a third down guy, but, I don't even think about it when I'm out there. I just think about getting the ball, and if it comes to me, I'm going to make a play.
You made a couple on third down that led to touchdowns. How cool is that for you to make a difference like that?
It's really cool. It's cool when a lot of guys, come up to you after and they're like, good play, way to keep the drive alive and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing is just, keep my confidence high, honestly, and just being supportive of the team because, I don't need to score, but if somebody else does, that's all that matters, really, as long as we win at the end of the day and we're 1-0 at the end of the week.
Pretty physical game. I mean, do you feel like the toughest one of the year, maybe, besides maybe SDSU?
Yeah, probably other than SDSU, it probably was another one of the most physical games we had. A lot of back and forth. I mean, a lot of their guys were coming at us after the play and stuff too. So, it was cool to come out of here injury-free and just have a lot of guys go out there and make plays. So.
Okay.
Jimmy, can you describe going unbeaten? What's that mean to you as a senior? And keep the winning streak going now at 33 in a row? I got it.
Yeah, it's been really special. Obviously, we don't really think too much about the win streak. We're just thinking about that this week that's coming up. So, we're gonna take these next couple of days to probably enjoy it. But at the end of the day, starting tomorrow, once we find out who we're playing, we're gonna be right back into the film room trying to figure out what we got to do to get ready for the game. So, we're gonna have this bye week, so it's gonna be good for a lot of guys' bodies to get back to where they were. And then it's just from there, it's go time. You know what I mean? We got to figure out who we're going to play and execute.
I know Jeff asked you this to describe how to end the regular season like this, the way you played. How much more gratifying has this whole season been for you?
It's been unbelievable. You know what I mean? Just having the support I've had from the coaching staff to my family, making out to my game stuff. I think it's been huge all the way around. The whole university campus, everyone's in it. So I can't complain.
Talking about Jimmy, you and him on third down have been really good this year. Any thoughts on that? Why that is?
Yeah, Jimmy's just a huge part of that receiver room. I think he's really stepped up, into a big leadership role this year. Starting in the spring, and just earned the respect that he got from his peers and everyone else on the team. And I think that's the biggest thing, just a credit to him and how he comes to work every single day. Honestly, with Jimmy, I honestly get frustrated with him sometimes, whether it's on the sideline or in practice. I got to tell him to communicate some stuff through Zeb and Noah, which I got to give a shout out to them. We wouldn't be here without them, and that's 100% honest. But just how detailed he is with his work just says a lot about him.
He had a couple big ones on third down today. How big was that in those 2 scoring drives in a game where there wasn't a lot of scoring?
Yeah, we needed to convert. We got in maybe third and long a couple too many times. Need to be more efficient on first down especially. But yeah, he's always been making plays, very consistent, and you don't see him drop balls, so that's credit to him.
What happened at halftime, Trey? What was said? The offense got it going in the second half.
Yeah, obviously we're frustrated. Scoring 7 points is not something we ever really do or want to do. So just I think the frustration and the excitement, just wanting to go out and obviously finish this thing the right way. Just being thankful for this opportunity. All the coaches have put us in great positions to be successful. So we just need to come out and execute.
What was the locker room like after now unbeaten regular season, 33rd straight win?
Yeah, I think you can imagine it was pretty exciting. Credit to all the seniors. Just thankful for all them. Obviously we wouldn't be here without them, but and this is for them. That's how we do it every year, and it says a lot about the type of group they are, the leaders they are, and how they come to work every single day and push us.
To tie the all-time win streak, I know it probably hasn't been talked, but now you that you tied it. What thoughts about that at all?
I don't have no thoughts about it, to be honest. I didn't even know, to be honest with you.
What do you now? Get a little time off? How do you adjust for that now before coming back and playing again?
Yeah, we'll practice. So we get a couple practices in before we go home, and then get to go spend a couple days with the family, which will be nice. It's a couple guys will stay in Fargo, and the coaches will have them over. So it's really nice, just really really good family atmosphere that we have. Just thankful for that coaching staff and everything they do for us.
You need it? You need a week off, you think?
I'm pretty fired up right now, so I feel like we're ready to go. But it'll be nice to spend some time with family for sure.
Well, describe here finishing unbeaten regular season for the second straight year. What are the emotions of that?
It's pretty remarkable. Just seeing the opportunity that was presented today and being able to take advantage of it against a really good football team. Being 12-0 is a goal that we set out for, but it's something that you got to take 1 week at a time, and that's where I'm so proud of these guys. And 12 straight weeks of truly taking it one game at a time, and this week was no different, and come out on top was really big.
Describe the interception there at the end of the first quarter. They're moving.
Yeah.
How big of a momentum play was that?
I think that was big, just because they just got into the rhythm. They had moved about 30 yards, and I think they tried a double move and just saw the ball in the air, tried to make a play on it, and it was really big for our offense out of that. They're backed up to get a first down, move the ball a little bit, and flip the field. That was a big point in that game.
What adjustments were made at halftime, or was anything said at halftime when the game's 7-7?
There were some adjustments, but the biggest thing was, as a defense, we need to tackle better. We hit every fit. We were in the right spots every single time, but that's a credit to 15 and 9. I mean, those guys are really good football players, but we're really good too, and we just got to tackle better, and I think we did a really good job of that in the second half.
33 in a row. I know you guys don't like to talk about those bigger streaks, but do you garner any sense of satisfaction, or does it enter your mind at all?
To be honest with you, 33-0 has 33 straight has not been talked about once this whole year. And we talk about going on Monday, resetting, and going 1-0 that week, and that's what gets you to those records and those streaks. Is you got to truly take it one game at a time, and that's what we've done all year.
Counting your redshirt year, do you know your overall record?
I do not know. I couldn't tell you.
Describe the locker room. What was it? Was this one feel different
Yes.
tonight?
Yeah, it was really, really special in there. I think the guys were truly fired up. Going 12-0 is a big feat, and it's been the first time ever in NDSU history to go 12-0 in a regular season, and doing that and celebrating with the guys, and then just kind of reminiscing on where we've come from and the coaching change, and when Mr. Larson named Entz the head coach, and just everybody buying in and just got us to this point, and we just got to keep it going forward.
You guys need a week off? You enjoy, or
Yes.
would you prefer to play next week?
We're going to take the week off. We're going to enjoy it. Guys need to get off their legs and go see family and get away from the game a little bit to reset, because we got 4 straight weeks, hopefully, of really good football ahead of us.
And how about hosting all the games at the Fargo Dome again this year if you keep winning?
That's huge. I mean, that's been a routine since I stepped on campus, is home games in the playoffs. And, if we can have Bison Nation with us, we feel really good about ourselves, and playing in the Fargo Dome, there's no better place to play.